Why Shias in particular? June asks.
Because I trust her the most out of, well, she of the two people, she's one of the two people here I trust her the most, and who I assume won't try to do anything obtuse with the knowledge we have on hand.
And what gives you this authority exactly? Quinn asks.
Because we're the ones who killed the Shadow Broker. That's why.
Touché, Quinn says.
So, I'm assuming everyone's staying? Yes or no?
Sure, why not? I'll stay, Quinn says. Jun says, I would like to wait and find out what the terms of this particular council is going to be, how it's going to be run before I can make an educated decision of whether or not I will stay or not. Jamak of Orcs will say, personally, I'm more in favor of having there be one Shadow Broker. I'm kind of with Quinn here, having one Shadow Broker and then maybe a cabinet. We could vote on it or whatever. That's just my thought. Mother Hen will say, I'm pretty much on board. As long as we don't have to go doing any fighting or nothing, that's not really my thing. And then Liara says, I definitely, whatever we decide, I definitely believe that no one person should have absolute power. We definitely need to form some sort of checks and balances system.
Currently, in these next few days, we'll be discussing that. It's just that in these few days right now, it's a little bit of chaos, as I'm sure you all know that our universe is about to end if we don't do something about it.
Wait, about to end? What do you mean about to end? What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. Me and my team are handling it. For now, I want you all to worry about this particular instance. I believe that as the days go by, we can discuss this. I do agree with Liara. There shouldn't be the one person with absolute power. It should be, as what this is intended to be, a council. We all have our say in this. We all have our power, and we'll decide actions that this organization will go through votes. The most votes for some certain actions will go. We'll set up our policies and foundations from there. But this is all very much still in the works, my dears.
All right, well, Jamak says, I guess we should start talking about what exactly we're building here and go from there. That sounds very reasonable, yes.
We're building a force to prevent, deal with, and resolve any dimensional infractions that occur from now on.
Dimensional infractions? Quinn says as he tilts his head.
There have been instances of people transporting to different dimensions, causing havoc, and that's the reason our universe is in the trouble it's in. It's due to irresponsibility from people's past who have done such a feat, and we believe that this is something that will happen more often, more frequently, and we hope to, well, let's say, get on the ball before it gets worse and out of control.
We figured out the Shadow Broker would be the perfect way to start to monitor these kinds of happenings, since we have access to pretty much all camera feeds in the entire universe.
I'd like more information, but Jun Chen says, I'm assuming you have some sort of report that we can go over, and then we can reconvene then and discuss what to do next.
Yes, for now this is all very much in the works. Dia sends to everyone in this room the same information she got from the Shadowbroker regarding that I mentioned hopping, what happened with the Mass Effect original team, and also information pertaining to what's happening currently as a result with the red lyrium and all of that.
I suggest, Shaya says, that we take a break. I'm sure you all have a lot of questions, and many of your questions will probably be answered with the documentation provided. You all have rooms. Take some time, relax a little bit, make yourselves at home, read through the document, and once you are done, we will reconvene and move forward. In the meantime, you all probably should get yourselves skedaddled and prepare for things. We can take care of the rest from here.
Thank you, my dear.
Thank you, darling, for this opportunity.
No problem. I mean, this is opportunity that we all could take advantage of, if you get what I'm saying.
She will smile, and will nod. And if there's nothing else, you guys are free to go back to your ship.
After Dia's away from them, she's like, "Oh Jesus Christ! Oh Jesus Christ! Those are like some of the most powerful people in the galaxy right there." And Mother Hen, what the fuck, girl?
Mother Hen cleans up really well.
Yeah, Vito puts a hand on Dia's shoulder.
Liara to Sony. It's like,
And Grunt? Huh. Didn't expect that one to be any kind of professional relationship.
Grunt's still single.
Not for long, no.
Dia just walks back in, like, here's my number, hands it to him and walks back.
One more ship.
All right, you guys have less than 2 hours. Make it count. What do you guys want to do?
Nathan's going to head to his room and call Sarah.
Okay.
He's going to do that first before we go to the beach because he wants to get all that out of the way.
Dr. Sarah Ryder here. How may I help you? Binary Helix?
Miss Ryder.
oh no.
Yes?
Sorry, I froze.
Who may I ask is speaking?
Miss Ryder, it's Nathan.
Oh, yes. Nathan. Nathan Callahan?
Yes. Good news. You were right. Your theory was correct about the white hole.
Really?
Yes.
How did you verify this?
We used it, and we were on the Angaran Arc, and there's stuff going on there. But I won't get into it right now. That can wait.
You actually found the Angarans?
Yes.
That's remarkable. I have a lot of questions, but it sounded like you had something specific.
I'm sending you some files on some information I got. And I am Scott Ryder. I am your brother. And we can take a DNA test to prove it if you want. There's also information in the files to prove that.
So you said all of that. There's like a long pause at the under end of the call.
Yeah, he's just sitting there waiting for a scream or something.
You hear activity on the other end. She hasn't said anything yet, but what you presume is she's actually reading through the information right now. Oh my god. This is... I don't even... Scott? Scott?
Please don't call me that. I've never been Scott.
Oh, yes, of course. This is... I'm sorry, this whole thing just took me by surprise. All this time, I didn't think...
It took me equally by surprise when I discovered this information. You will probably have already noticed that it mentions our parents, Alec and Ellen, are 5 but are on this Andromeda initiative. I've also sent all the information I could find on that to you. It mentions something about communication buoys.
They left us?
Yes.
What did they... what in the world was so important that they would leave us behind?
I asked that exact same question. Apparently, our parents were very integral to a initiative to actually go to the Andromeda Galaxy and form colonies.
And I'm assuming that we couldn't go with them because we wouldn't have survived the stasis.
You are a scientist. Yes, you are correct.
Well, that's ironic considering how everything here worked out just fine.
They won't. They probably won't figure that out for another 550 years, give or take.
I see. Yeah, Nathan, this is, as you can imagine, I don't really know how to react to this news. This is... I haven't really known any of my blood family, and as awkward as this is, we should definitely take some time after this just to sort a few things out.
Coffee, Citadel, I'll buy.
I think that would be a great start, yes.
I should also be quite frank. The reason that I am telling you this information right now, and not to your face, which is what I would have preferred to do, is we're going to go deal with this red lyrium, and I might not make it back. So I wanted to at least direct you as my sister at least once before I go and do this.
I understand. We have a chance here, and I'd like to believe that it's not going to go to waste.
I'm going to try my best to make sure it doesn't, Sarah.
There's a lot of questions I have. You know, things like what's your favorite food and what's your favorite color and movies and music and things. A lot of things I wanted to, you know, talk about. Normal things for a change.
Sibling things.
Yeah, sibling things. You know.
Well, when we get that coffee, you and I can talk all day long. I will call you right away when I get back from this, and we will set up a time.
Yeah, well, you make sure that happens then.
There's some intriguing information about the Andromeda Initiative in there as well. That might distract you for a little while. Maybe we could leave a message for dear mom and dad whenever they do reach the Andromeda Galaxy.
That would be a really nice thought, yeah. Thank you for calling me, Nathan.
It's fine, sir.
I really hope to see you again soon.
I'm sure you will.
Good luck.
Thank you. You too.
If there's nothing else, then I guess the call will end there.
Yep.
We're gonna save the world! No, we're gonna save the universe.
All of the universe is out there.
This is the final issue. The last issue before the final issue. The great finale. The big final battle.
This is gonna feel like those science fiction movies. Or comic books also, I guess.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you something.
Shoot.
After everything's over, would you want to have a place to stay?
What's wrong with this place?
The ship is nice, but it's Jules' ship. eventually he's gonna need it back.
Oh. Wait, he's gonna kick us out?
Well, after everything, I don't think we're gonna need to go on as many adventures, so maybe we could find another ship. Or in between your adventures, maybe you could have a room at mine and Silveric's place.
Do you have Bollywood videos?
All of them.
Sure. As long as it's not boring.
Oh, I mean, with Ojavi around, it's never gonna be boring.
Who's Ojavi?
Vito's going to pull out, I guess, the pictures of Ojavi from their adoption profile.
They're gonna be my kid.
Your kid?
Yeah.
You probably would make a really good dad.
That's what I'm hoping. They like,
Well,
from their profile, they like magic tricks and swimming
and adventuring. If I'm gonna live with you, I'm gonna have to be able to go adventuring whenever I want.
Of course. I didn't think I could stop you anyway.
Good. You wouldn't be able to.
I wouldn't want to. We need someone to protect the galaxy, don't we?
And this Ojavi kid, I'll train him to be my sidekick.
Maybe wait a little bit. They're a little young for now. But sure.
Why not? Let's do it.
Want a hug?
Yeah. And he's gonna go over and give you a hug. I have a question for you.
Shoot.
Do you think I should try to turn into a Prothean again?
I don't know. It really... I guess it all depends on what you feel your identity is. Because remembering things from the past is going to change your personality. It's probably going to change you. So, if you're comfortable with who you are right now...
Is that bad?
Not necessarily, but I guess it's...
Because I always thought the idea sounded cool. But the vibe I'm getting from some of you all seem to, I don't know, not be really keen on the idea for some reason.
Well, we've gotten used to it as you are. You as you are. I guess we just like you the way you are.
Well, I guess if you like me the way I am, then I don't have to do anything. So, when's the party?
I guess we gotta go ask Pep about that.
What's the place like? You know, Pip's place. Yeah. What's it like?
I don't know much about Terves myself because I never got the chance to go. I do imagine it's got quite a bit of forests because they have an interesting export of iron bark.
Well, let's go. I'm tired of waiting.
Sure, let's go adventuring.
Dia is gonna approach Gimmick at some point as we're going to traverse. And Dia's gonna say, "Hey, Gimmick. Hi."
Hi. Why are you talking like this?
Okay. So back at the Shadow Broker Council meeting, I was talking like I'm gonna own them and all that, and I don't think that's fair considering how it's that entire base. It's yours. It's yours.
Is it? I mean, information is just something that is out there. You don't need to be the Shadow Broker to have it. It's just that the Shadow Broker has a lot of resources that help you get more information. I mean, what do you want to do with all that information?
I've already been honest. My intentions it's to stop those dimensional infractions from happening again.
Well, let's suppose that you accomplish that and the universe is saved. What then?
I have my career. I'm gonna still be drag queen. I still have to go to do my performances and such. I mean, I'm gonna end up with money too because someone's gonna find out how much of talent I am, and then I'll be taking the spotlight from Nathan, of course. But I just wanted to ask, what do you want to do? You're the one here who doesn't really have, not to sound mean, but doesn't have much of a life outside of this.
Well, I actually was thinking that maybe I could go around and visit the world, and maybe, before this talk of, not traveling to other universes happened, I was thinking, I kind of liked a bit the Pokemon universe, and yeah, I wanna see how it's like to be a god, at least for a little bit. But yeah, there is a lot of things to look and to see out there and to experience, and I want to experience them firsthand.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm sure that we will meet again. I know how to find you. I just look at the billboards with your name and follow them.
I'm going to pretend that there wasn't a few shady statements in there, but I think I always am in need of an assistant to make me look better. So if you ever want to be a part of my shows, I don't mind dressing up indie.
Wait, you mean I would make you look better because I look bad, or I would help you look better?
No, not at all. You don't need to roll an insight check to know that is exactly what she's thinking.
Okay. Okay.
But jokes aside, though, I know you have been pretty nosy. That's because you want to know things. I just wanted to ask you, did you? Because the Shadow Broker's information base, that's a lot of stuff to pass on, and I was wondering, is there anything you want to look at, or did you already get everything you needed?
Well, I actually had a thing in mind. I wanted to send a message to someone and see if we had luck with that. But yeah, if it doesn't bother you, can I send that message?
I don't know who this someone is, so go for it.
Okay. Let's hope it arrives at good port. Because there is a chance that nothing happens. So it's okay, don't worry.
What is this about, Gimmick?
Well, so do you want to help me dress up for the party?
Okay, hold it right
Gimmick's
there.
escaping that.
Hold up. Hold up right there, big guy. Big person.
I'm not big.
No, you're very small. I just wanted to be nicer about it. You're being very evasive.
Don't worry. I'm not good at this. Can you give me classes about how to deceive people later on? Don't worry, things are going to be okay.
Literally telling her you're deceiving her.
Can you tell me who
Don't
the
worry.
someone is?
Maybe. Do you like surprises?
I don't like surprises, but I want to
Oh.
trust that you've learned from all the decisions you made while we were together and didn't do something crazy. Or
Well-
maybe causing the end of the world.
What
I
if
told your brother back.
Well, what if this seems like a good idea for another reason?
Okay, stop with these vagaries. Just tell me, what is it? What's going on?
It's just that I'm scared that if I actually tell you, you are not going to like it.
Yvik, what the fuck did you do?
Maybe.
No. Nathan, can you help me?
What?
Oh
I don't know if Nathan's around. Mikey's not around, so Nathan's not around.
Jimmy, you tell me right now. What the hell did you do?
Jimmy escapes through the floor.
You fucker! Get back here! You have to run for it.
no! Oh no!
She's gonna be trying to chase you the entire time.
I'm assuming because Gimmick can go through walls, if you wanted to avoid Dia, eventually you'll be able to.
Yeah.
So
Dia's probably gonna be cussing a swarm. She's like, fucking god, Gimmick! I only asked one thing! What the fuck?
all right. So you guys will finally reach Traves, yes? Okay. So you'll finally reach Traves, and one thing about Traves is that the culture loves vibrant colors. So everything from their buildings to their clothes to just like their food and their beverages are very vibrantly colorful, such that they advise most people to actually wear sunglasses while they are walking around Traves, because after a while you can start getting headaches because of just how much an overload of
colors.
oversaturated vibrant colors there are. So you all will probably, I'm sure Jules will have sunglasses or something that you all can wear. But at least this part of the planet that you land on is very lush. There's like rolling hills of beautiful vegetation and flowers. The air smells very sweet, almost like you can smell nectar. Like it's got a very nectarish like smell in the air quality. The problem is, if any of you guys are allergic, like have spring allergies, for example, you're probably gonna have a very hard time right now. Is anyone allergic? Any of your characters allergic?
Delicious springtime air.
Would it be rather humid or kind of dry?
I'm gonna say this area is rather humid. So the best way I can describe this part of Traves is that it's kind of Polynesian, Hawaiian-like. So a lot of tropical like plants, and the buildings themselves, many of the buildings here seem to be built from wood, but they have a very metallic, a lot of very metallic traits to them. So this is the ironwood that Pip was talking about that naturally grows on this planet, which is what they use as their lumber to build buildings and also make their machinery. Because it literally is metallic substances that literally grows from trees. So the citizens of Terves are very modestly dressed. They have very bright colors. The citizens of Terves, in their culture, they don't need to wear clothing, because they're birds. So you will see that the wardrobe of these of the creatures here vary from having either little to no quote-unquote clothing to having more clothing, and it's culturally acceptable. You know, it's like Big Bird walking around. It's culturally acceptable for Bilbo walking around. He's not wearing any pants. The reason why they wear clothes is more for accessory, not necessarily for the necessity of weather, because it's very nice and comfortable weather-wise. But just to give you an idea of what the citizens are like around here.
Yeah, Vito's just breathing in the air and...
This feels just like home.
Oh, really? Is this what Surkesh is like?
Kind of. It's more humid, but I'm loving this. This is very similar in feel. It is very bright, though.
Yes. Oh. How can you stand this? Zadrari is wearing her sunglasses, and still, it's way too bright for her. Many of you will probably know that in the Vorcha homeworld, the color scheme there is the opposite
Brown.
of this. It's very brown and drab. So this is again, sensual sense overload for her right now. I think I'm just gonna have to walk around here blindfolded because this is just way too much. So many colors.
Do you need someone to guide you around?
I don't know. That would hurt my pride a little bit.
Well,
What if it was Nathan?
I wouldn't say no to that.
So are we all gonna head to a spa, or we're gonna visit Pip's home?
I was going to take you to the place that I actually had my 16th birthday at.
Aww.
It's a little bit of a resort. I don't know if it's necessarily as nice as the hot springs that we went to, but it's not. I thought it was very fun and nice. There's a treehouse there, a clubhouse treehouse, and the food is very good. If you like fruits and berries.
I love fruits and berries that I cannot eat. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh.
Vito's looking awkward for a second.
I mean, depends on the kinds of berries, it seems.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't mind. We have food on the ship. I can snag some along.
Yeah, we can bring some of us, make a picnic out of it.
Let's do that, actually. Dia's probably going to go get a whole bunch of food. It's going to be messy how she puts it in. She probably ruined a little bit of the food with how much bread is scrushed. There's a crack in the glass for the strawberry jellies and jams.
Oh, and you should also probably bring a swimsuit too if you'd like. If you want to go swimming.
Oh, Solarians don't wear swimsuits.
Okay, so you guys are going to make your way. You will basically have a vehicle, again made of ironwood, that will transport you to a very gorgeous resort-like place that's sort of tucked away somewhere in more of the mountainous areas of Terves, and it'll take you to this grotto of sorts that I guess Pip was able to pull some strings to be able to have you guys rent out this area. And there is a very large treehouse looking thing that you guys can climb up with a ladder of sorts. And that's where they have music, and there's like a bartender who's serving drinks, and there's a menu where you can order finger foodie like things. Pretty much everyone here, the natives of Cervesh, are vegetarian, vegan. So there might be some there might be some meat items there, but the selection is few. So it's a lot of beans, and think of it almost like a combination of Polynesian, Hawaiian food mixed with vegetarian Indian, but not so much emphasis on spiciness. And then there's this beautiful waterfall that sort of cascades next to the treehouse, and this natural, basically pool of water from the waterfall that you guys can go if you want to go to the beach, basically.
Oh,
So-
is it a grotto lake?
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool.
Hanging from the branches where the treehouse is on is like swings. So you could like do that thing where you like swing and then jump off of the swing into the water, stuff like that.
Nice. Vito's looking at the waterfall and taking mental notes. Maybe you could have that built for his pool, the future pool at home.
This looks amazing, Pip. I'm just floored. This is so pretty.
Oh, thank you. This brings me back to my younger years and my birthday. Oh, it's I hope that you all can just relax and enjoy and give us. I think we deserve to pamper ourselves, at least before we, well, you know, to risk our lives to save the galaxy, of which we may or may not return from.
See, you're in the right spirit and mood for this.
Zederi would leap. She's in some sort of a Vorcha bathing suit. Jumps onto the swing, swings around, and then she jumps on the swing, swings a few times, then leaps off, does a little somersault in the air, and then splashes into the water.
Vito's on the balcony and pretty much whooping at the somersault.
Dia is going to go get changed into a swimsuit.
Okay.
Is there like a place to go do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so Dia's gonna go. It's just gonna be like the guy swimsuits. So she's not gonna wear a bikini or nothing, because it's not gonna work. She doesn't want to tuck when she's going into the water. So, and then she's gonna sit along the side of the edge and just put her feet in. She's like, oh, this is so cool. I love it.
Stan is gonna probably spend most of his time up in the treehouse eating lots of yummy food because he likes sweets, and this is like perfect for him in terms of sweets. Kowalin seems to be having a very hard time because despite his suit, some of the pollen is getting in through his...
Oh no.
So he seems to be sniffling quite a bit. And he seems to be like trying to adjust his filtering system to try to prevent the pollen from bothering him too much. I'm going to think that Jules, he's going to be in a pair of swimming trunks. Jules, by the way, he has not been skipping his ab work. He's got some abs. He looks good. He looks good. So I'm gonna say that he's probably gonna lie on the beach and like probably sunbathing a little bit. And I think with Pip herself, she is probably going to be up in the treehouse as well. And I think she's going to just wander around, making sure everyone's having a good time. You know, being a good host, trying to be a good host. So she'll be everywhere, in and out.
yeah, Vito's probably at some point gonna go to Pip, and
You know, you should let yourself relax too.
Oh, well, this is me relaxing. I can't just sit in one place. I have to be constantly moving. I just get really fidgety if I just, were to just lie on the sand for too long.
Are you sure? I mean, are you feeling okay with this whole...
Oh no, I'm terrified. There's a lot riding on us tomorrow, and if we don't play our cards right, we might be forced to blow up an entire solar system of Vorcha, and that could definitely cause more turmoil and war. So no, I'm very terrified.
Me too. It's good to admit it. Makes it a little scary to know that other people are feeling the same. But it's not gonna come to that. We're gonna knock it out of the park.
Yes.
That was what I say.
Yes. No need to have catastrophic thinking. We should just have a target, and we're just going to hit it.
Yeah, let's stick to the plan, and if the inevitable happens, then we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Something like that.
Yeah. Could we make another bridge just in case?
it's just because the expression is we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, or burning bridges, but Vito just makes both.
Well, Gimmick is escaping the still.
He's still-
Wherever you go.
At this point, Dia has honestly forgotten about the whole ordeal, because there's something more important: sunbathing on the beach. So if you wanted to do something else,
Yeah, eventually Vito will probably dive underwater. I imagine would there be underwater life there?
Oh.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure. They have
Fish.
their own form of fish, their own native fish there, sure.
So he's just chilling there and watching those.
The interesting thing is that the fish, they have less scales and more things that look like feathers. And you actually see some of the fish skip out of the water and fly a little bit before going back into the water.
Oh, that's
They
cool. Flying
fly
fish.
and then flying fish, their version of flying fish.
okay.
Oh yeah. So Gimmick would have gone to the changing room to get to change into the bathing suit, but because Gimmick wanted to ask for help, for Dia or for someone else. So what Gimmick would come out with this looking as Indy, and with this wig
A wig?
red-headed wig. Yeah, because we come out with this red-headed wig, kind of badly arranged, and and this bathing suit that looks kind of like something like Black Widow would wear.
Yeah. And where do you go? What do you do?
Well, Gimme would go close to where Stan is hanging out.
Well, you don't have to go very far, because as you're making your way to the treehouse, you hear rustling on the branches, and then you can see this figure, basically ninja dive from overhead, and then landing right next to you. And Stan gets up from after landing on the ground, and he says, "Indy, is that you?"
Oh, Stan, I didn't notice that you were here.
Wow, you look great.
Thanks. Do you like it? I'm trying this new look.
Yes, you look very cool.
there is something you wanted to do here that you liked, or
He pulls out something. It looks like it's a fruit tart of some sort. Do you want to try? The food here is great.
oh yeah, let me see. Did you get that from the tree?
Oh yeah, they've got a lot of great snacks. Do you want to come up?
Well, yeah, it would be nice. I was wondering, do you think your honey in this world would be better tasting if you made it with these fruits?
I like your thinking. Yes, I'll have to try that. Yes.
Maybe you could give it to the others and don't tell them that it's your honey, so they could taste it.
We can experiment. Come.
Yeah,
He'll hold out his arm.
let's go together.
It's a date, he says as he goes over.
Is it? Okay, yeah.
That's
Hashtag-
first date.
Hashtag the best ship of this campaign.
Stindy.
Yes.
Stindy.
Stan will take you over to a grove, I guess, that's nearby, where there's all these. So here the flowers are ginormous. They're like, blossoms are like yay big. And again, once you go here, you can definitely smell the sweet smell of nectar. And Stan will go over to one of the flowers that is not so huge, and he'll pick some of them, smell them, and then he'll go over to Indy and he will hold them up for her.
Oh, it has a really nice smell. What do you think this flower is called? Like something with bells or something like that?
I have no idea. It smells like a mix between vanilla and something flowery. I don't know flowers very well in naming wise.
Do you think we should call it like the Dia flower? Because I don't know, if you look at it like this and close your eyes a bit, it looks a bit like Dia, don't you think?
No.
Oh,
No, it looks not. It doesn't look nearly as. This flower is beautiful. That looks nothing like it.
That little shit.
why don't you like Dia? Jeez.
I
Yeah,
like Dia just fine.
I mean, it seems like you, well, don't like to hang around with her, and yeah, and sometimes clash with what she says.
Oh, that's not true. I hang out with her all the time.
Well, if you say it's fine.
It's just so easy to push her buttons. It's fun.
Can you teach me how to do it?
Push her buttons?
I
I mean,
mean-
it's not hard.
When you say push her buttons, what do you mean? Like make her angry or what?
Yeah, it's funny when she gets
Oh.
angry.
Well, I actually don't want her to be angry. But, well,
She takes things so seriously sometimes.
yeah. Well, maybe sometimes it's you need to get serious, and sometimes, well, you can go around fighting with paint and bad things don't happen.
Yeah, I
But-
guess. Serious people tend to be, I don't know, serious. Boring. She's not boring, though. I wouldn't call her boring.
Oh, and what do you think about me?
You?
Yeah.
I mean, you're really nice, and you're really smart, and you're very pretty,
Thank you.
and
Yes.
I was wondering what you think about me.
Well, I'm really happy that we got to meet that day. Do you remember? It was recently, fairly recently. We didn't even get to understand what you meant, but still, it was, yeah, we. I managed to convince the others of not shooting you, and I'm happy that you didn't shoot us.
Yeah, if you shot me, I would have definitely killed you all.
Oh. Then, yeah, good thing that we didn't get to that. But, well,
Me too, because I wouldn't have had all these comics.
I don't know. It's just that you have this attitude to living that you just go around and do whatever you think it's nice. And yeah, I think I admire that on you.
Really?
Yeah.
You admire me?
Yeah. I'm sure that if you train a lot, I mean, not a lot, you have a lot of abilities already. You could be like really good superhero.
Well, that's what superheroes do. They do things. They don't just sit around and watch stuff happen. They get in there and they fix things. So I don't know, maybe that's why I always go around and do what I want, because, well, if I didn't, nothing gets fixed.
So you are doing this because of you, or do you also think of the others when you try to fix things?
I mean, maybe before I was doing things because I wanted to and it was fun, not boring, like in the lab. But when you all are talking about things and people dying and... Sure, I guess I'm paying attention more to how things I do affect other people. Because that is what superheroes do.
Yeah. I have to admit that at some point I also tried to do things just because I thought that if I didn't do them, then no one else would do them or like solve these problems. But in the end, I ended up getting things worse than they were before sometimes. So,
But
yeah.
you're not a bad guy. You're not a villain.
I know, but well, sometimes someone can do bad things if they do those things without thinking first.
I don't believe you could ever do anything bad.
Can I tell you a secret?
Sure.
Okay, so I was thinking, well, last time I looked information about Dia, about her parents. And well, I actually wanted to contact them to see if they would be able to come here. So,
Are they close by?
well, I don't know, but they could still try to. I don't know if they want to meet her. That's the problem. So, do you think I should tell Dia? Or should I just tell her parents and see what happens?
Do you think Dia wants to meet her parents?
Well, I'm more scared what would happen if I tell Dia and her parents don't want to meet her.
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to let them know and find out if they would be willing to meet her.
Okay? Yeah, that's...
And if they are, then you can ask her what she wants.
That's an interesting point of view. Well, thank you. Also, I was going to ask you something, but I hear that you are going to stay with Vito.
Yeah, Vito's cool.
Yeah.
He reads of all the people, all of you guys, Vito seems to read to me the best.
I'm sure that he may have comics and human movies that you may like.
Yeah. And Bollywood videos.
Oh, I didn't know that you like Bollywood videos.
Oh yeah, the dancing, and then he starts doing like, you know, the whatever the Bollywood movements.
Wow, you have really nice dance moves. Maybe you could teach Vito?
Oh, that's rude. But I mean, it's not that far off. Vito doesn't know how to dance.
He said, I mean, I'm good. I don't know if I'm that good.
Oh, but, well, at least you are a bit better than him.
Oh, yes.
Well, I still think that he is a really nice person. It's just that,
Vito's a very good hero.
do you think we will get to meet again?
You mean after we save the galaxy?
Yeah, I was thinking of, well, it doesn't matter.
Do you want to live with us too?
I had some other plans.
Oh. Like what?
Well, I wanted to invite you on something, but it's okay. I think that you will be better off enjoying yourself with the family.
No. What were you gonna invite me to?
Well, so I had this idea of going around the universes and looking at things, and yeah. But
Oh wow. Like going to the other universes?
yeah, like
Isn't that gonna make Dia angry?
well, I actually asked Dia, and Dia didn't say no, so I don't know.
Let's do it.
Wait, what? But didn't you say that you were going to stay with Vito?
Yeah. I'll stay with Vito. But Vito said I can go adventuring whenever I want.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Because Vito's a cool dad.
Vito doesn't give curfews to his well, at least this kid.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy that I actually asked then. I wasn't going to tell you because I was afraid that you were going to say no.
Well, I get to spend time with you.
Yay! And I get to spend time with you.
That would be great. You can be my MJ?
What's that?
You're Mary Jane.
Is
Oh,
Mary Jane, you know, Spider-Man's girlfriend.
can I be maybe you're something like Hawkeye and I'm Black Widow or something like that?
That would be cool too.